All right, men, especially you men 40 and older, and I want to speak directly to those of us in this season of life. I'm 64, going to be 65, and I know what it means to feel the difference. Now, what I'm talking about, what I'm going to share, is important for all men, 40 and older, but especially for those of us 60 and older. And I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to share what I know, what I've lived, what I've learned, and what I continue to practice every day. Over 30 years as a martial arts instructor. I started martial arts when I was 9. So if you do the math, that's about 56 years when I first started my journey as a martial artist. And I was also a professional dancer and a professional performing artist, traveling around the world. Did that for over 20 years. Been an instructor, fitness instructor, and now a man who has had 2 hip replacements and is still training. I'm still doing martial arts. I'm still doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I do that 2 to 3 times a week. Very exciting. So this is what I know. And at this stage of my life, there are a few physical abilities that I am not willing to lose, not because I'm trying to go backwards, but because I'm committed to continuing forward with strength, with awareness, and with purpose. And over time, I've come to recognize there are five physical abilities that I protect every single day. So here's number one. Number one, balance. That's your foundation. In martial arts, we call it your base. If your base is gone, everything else starts to fall apart. And I learned this the hard way, going through my hip challenges. When your base is compromised, your confidence follows. So now I train balance intentionally. Simple things, standing on one leg, shifting my weight, moving slowly with control, not fast, definitely not explosive. Controlled, because balance is not just physical, it's awareness. It's knowing where you are in your body in the moment. That's living strong. You don't rush, you stay centered. That's number one. Number two is mobility. Mobility is freedom. It's not flexibility. It's your ability to move. I remember I asked my grandfather, he lived till he was 98. I asked him, Grandpa, give me 2 nuggets for life. He says, well, I'll say this. Number 1, always be a student. Never stop learning. And number 2, keep moving. So it's just simply having your ability to move without hesitation, without restriction. And after 2 hip replacements, this became very real for me. So now I move every day with purpose, hip circles, slow squats, getting up and down from the floor, even sitting and standing, and doing it all with awareness. External awareness, what's going on around me, what's around me, and internal awareness, knowing what I'm going through, how I'm feeling in that day. Because if you lose mobility, your world gets smaller. And living strong, it's about expanding your ability to live, not shrinking it. Okay, that's number two. Now, number three. Number three is strength, not ego strength, functional strength. The kind of strength that allows you to get up off the floor, support your body, move with confidence. And at this stage, I'm not trying to lift the most heavy weight. I'm trying just to simply support my life. Push-ups, light resistance, grip strength, core work, and I pay attention to recovery, to what I'm putting in my body, because strength now is something I protect, not something I take for granted. That's number three. Now, number four, endurance. This is about staying in the fight. I had a saying that I used to use a lot in the past, is that always staying fit for the fight. So staying fit in the fight, for the fight, is not just physical. It's mental, emotional, and spiritual. The ability to keep going, even when it's uncomfortable. For me, that's steady movement. That's walking, light rounds training, whether I'm doing stand-up, very light, or doing those karate kata forms, very slow, standing up, walking through, those are great. And when I'm doing what we call randori in jiu-jitsu, okay, for those of you that are Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioners, all right, so doing that, light rounds, breathing through, effort, making sure I have my breath, not burning out, but building capacity. Because endurance is not about going hard once. It's about showing up again and again and again. That's living strong. So that's number four. Now for number five, recovery. This is the multiplier. At this stage of life, what you do matters, but how you recover from what you do matters even more. Sleep, hydration, nutrition, rest, even stillness. Taking time to pause, to breathe, to reset. Because recovery is where the growth happens. And if you ignore recovery, eventually your body will force you to stop. I've lived that. So now I respect it. And all five of these, balance, mobility, strength, endurance, and recovery, they're not separate. They work together. And I don't try to do everything perfectly. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for progress and consistency. I focus on doing something consistently every day. So this is how I live now. I learn what I need to learn. I put it into practice, and then I build from that. Learn, practice, create. That's the Living Strong method. Method? Did I say method? That's my New York coming out. Okay, method. So, wherever you are right now, protect what matters. Not for who you used to be, but for who you're continuing to become. Because we are in great shape for the shape we're in. And from here, we build. And if you want to go a little deeper, a little bit deeper into how I approach all of this, I created a video on the Living Strong methodology for you men that are 40 and older, where I break down how I learn, how I practice, and how I continue to build from where I am. I recommend you check that out. I'll have that link right here somewhere. Living strong. Always have an amazing day.